Hi guys, hello and welcome back to my channel. Although this is not gonna be an ASMR video, I'm just gonna talk about things I wish I knew before starting my YouTube channel. Even if it has just been like 7 to 8 months, I guess, of me starting the channel. I was just completely depending on AI to tell me what to do next. So it's gonna be really amazing if this video can even help one person who is thinking of starting a channel or is like in the initial phase of starting the channel. First off, I'm going to talk about the criterias. Need to upload 3 videos within first 90 days. Could be shorts, it could be long video, anything. Then have to gain 500 subscribers, and then you get a choice of either 3000 worth of watch hours or 1 million shorts views. These things you have to do within 90 days to get partially monetized. But being partially monetized actually does not give you a lot. You get some exposures, like you can add your shopping tags if you have a brand and if you want to advertise, things like that. And you can also open your memberships and stuff, which really doesn't work in such an initial phase of your channel, right? To get fully monetized, you have to gain at least 4000 worth of watch hours or 10 million shorts views. Again, you have to focus on either of those. You don't have to do both. After completing 4000 watch hours, you're gonna start getting your revenue through your AdSense. All the ads that you get in between, that's all for the revenue purpose. Nothing major in the starting, maybe later. I'm still in my initial phase, so I'm gonna tell you it's nothing major. It's just, it's okay. And we can't really tell you the exact amount because that's not something that YouTube policy allows us to. Once you have earned $100 in total, which is like around 8.6 thousand rupees, AdSense transfers the money in your bank account and then you can do the transaction. So this is the whole entire thing. And then once you have taken out all the money, the cycle once again starts, because then you come back to zero. You cannot partially take out the money, you have to take the entire thing out. So again it comes back to $0. Then you have to again start the cycle. Once you reach 100, you can take it all out. So it's just about how fast you get your revenue to reach $100. That's all. Things that I am still doing and I am still following, and I am also trying to inculcate all the things that I'm going to speak about. Let's get started. Now I'm going to talk about the essential things that I believe cannot be compromised or cannot be skipped. So the first thing that I'm going to talk about is to specify your niche. You need to plan this whole entire thing before starting a YouTube channel. For me, I knew that I had to do ASMR. Even if I was doing it in various different forms. Like अभी भी तुम अगर मेरे shorts वाले पहले older shorts वाले section में जाओगे, you'll see I have made like literally hundreds of blind bags. It was not supposed to be about that, but I did not have the sources, I did not have the mic, I did not have the setup in my mind. Where do I keep the camera, or do I even want to show my face, things like that. I was not sure about it, so I started making blind bags. It was easier. It was just a back camera that I was recording through, and मेरे पास एक tripod थी that I used to video call with. That's how I started off my YouTube journey, and that too, even if I was doing that, it was still ASMR, right? I started making little aesthetic food content, but still it was remotely still it was related to ASMR. So I had my niche planned before starting my channel. If you're interested in gaming, if you're leaning towards like I want to open a gaming channel, your channel is supposed to be about gaming. You can't post your gaming thing one day and then your cooking thing another day. You cannot do that, because then your audience is gonna get confused, your YouTube algorithm is gonna get confused, and you're not gonna get reach. तुम्हारे व्यूअर्स को श्योरिटी नहीं है what are you all about. वो एक बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट चीज़ है. You have to choose your direction and then you have to start posting videos like that. Second thing that you really need to focus on is your setup. Mine is not perfect, nowhere near, but I always have that in my mind कि I need to improve it. Setup में क्या क्या चीज़ें आती हैं? First of all, for me as an ASMR artist, I need to focus on the sounds. So I have a mic. The first thing that I bought was Blue Yeti. That costed me around 10k. Totally worth it. You need to spend in things that will improve your video. You don't really need a camera to shoot. I shoot on my iPhone. It's totally fine. It works for me as of now. I don't need a camera. As a small channel, if I'm not earning that much through YouTube, I'm not going to spend that much. But I'm going to spend on things that are necessary. You need to focus on your background. You need to focus on the sounds. You need to focus on lighting. None of it is perfect for me, but that's what I try to improve. And if you're an ASMR artist, my main suggestion, spend on a good microphone. The second thing is always focus on the ambience. Like where are you recording? Like, I record in my room. I know that there will be lots of background noise around me if I try to record in the morning time, because there are lots of birds here and there, and I know that. I'm very much aware of my environment, so I focus on recording things at night. So you need to focus on that. Where are you recording? तो my setup क्या? And the lighting is also very major. मेरे बीच में ring light खराब हो गई थी, and I was like really getting so frustrated, because without ring light you cannot, because the whole entire thing, if I switch this off like this, who's gonna watch it? It's not who's gonna watch my videos. Lighting makes a huge difference, so spend on a nice ring light or any light that works for you. Okay, focus on your background. If you don't have anything, find a plain wall, hang few beautiful lights like mine. I did this. I love this light. Start working with that. That's good enough. Have to be consistent with it. That's also really important. You need to have a constant space which is pleasing to eyes, and that's where you decide to record. The third thing that I want you to remember is expect lower views on YouTube than other social media. YouTube is not gonna get you views like Instagram. Instagram is quite easy to attract viewers. YouTube is not. You need to collect your audience. You need to work to get audience over here. You need to be very consistent. You need to focus on your niche. You need to have the correct audience, the right algorithm. Everything has to be right for you to get views on YouTube. And that's gonna take time, and that's gonna take work and patience. You cannot lose your patience in the process, because I quite a few times I think like I keep working but I'm not going anywhere. But the small steps, that this is what growth is about. You cannot expect waking up one day and having, lakhs of subscribers. That's not how it works. You need to put in work. The next thing that I want you to remember, which is like the major thing that people make a mistake on here, is the copy paste formula. You would have seen a lot of videos जिसमें लोग दूसरे की videos उठाते हैं, and उसमें they make reaction videos or remixes, things like that. That is the biggest scam ever, because that's gonna get you views quite fast. वैसे videos पे views काफ़ी होते हैं, likes भी होते हैं, बहुत सारी चीज़ें होती हैं, but in the time of monetization you're gonna get copyright issues, and at the end of the day you're gonna lose it all. So you need to be very mindful of copyrights on YouTube, because quite oftenly you get copyright issues. Even if you're using songs in your videos, I would suggest you to always use it from YouTube library, because you're gonna get copyright. That's for sure. You never use other people's content. Always have original content, and never use songs other than from the YouTube library. The next thing that I want you to remember is follow the trend. You need to be very much updated about the trends that is going on. Like this ASMR community, there are a lot of trends that goes on, and people start liking it. So even if you're not doing it all, you don't have to run behind it. You need to work accordingly. अगर मुझे पता है कि people are leaning towards something specific, you need to keep up with it. That's gonna get you views. That's just a very simple way of getting views, is just to be updated with the trends. What I do is I make a list of things. Wherever I see a certain trend going on, I jot those things down. This might be a blow for you. This might be that one short video that went viral for you. You never know. So you need to keep up with the trend. That's my advice. Next thing, which is also the last thing that I want you to remember, is don't stop posting. Do not get demoralized by not getting a lot of views. I'll tell you, I started my first long video with 76 views, I guess. Not getting views in the starting is not gonna tell the worth of your channel. That's not how it works. It's just that your video has not yet found the right audience for you. Do all things necessary from your side. Put all the right hashtags, all the trending hashtags. Keep up with the trend and make videos accordingly. Post it. Forget about it. Think about the next thing that you have to post. You have to maintain a certain rhythm while you're posting. 1 week, if you're free and you're posting every single day, and then you're like not posting for another 2 weeks, and then you're coming back to the channel, this is gonna confuse the YouTube algorithm. So you need to really be consistent with your posts. If you are not gonna keep up with posting every single day, don't do it. Straight suggestion, don't do it. If you can post 3 days a week, and then that is something that you can keep up with, that's what you're gonna choose. Even if you have 3 extra videos this week, keep it. Post it the next week. Maintain a certain rhythm, because your YouTube algorithm is not gonna get confused like that. Your target audience is not gonna get confused like that, and the algorithm is gonna push your videos if you have a certain rhythm, because I made this mistake in my videos as well. In the very starting, I was very irregular. Some days I'll post like 3 shots, and then for the next week I won't post anything, so that slows down your progress. I hope I did not miss out on anything. And if you guys have any other questions regarding YouTube, starting a YouTube channel, or anything related to this, starting a specifically ASMR channel, feel free to ask in the comment section. I'm gonna reply to all of it, and if there are a lot of questions, I'm gonna make a part 2 of this video. Yeah, I'll see you all in the next video, and that's gonna be an ASMR video. Bye.